My boyfriend asked to sleep with my roommate, and I agreed. Jason said it while we were lying in bed. My roommate Nicole had just gone to her room, and he'd waited exactly 5 minutes before rolling over to face me. I want to have a three-way with Nicole. Not we should try something new. Not what do you think about this? Just a direct statement like he'd already decided. My throat went tight. What? A three-way? You, me, Nicole. She's single, you two are close. It makes sense. His phone lit up on the nightstand. Nicole's name flashed across the screen before he reached over and silenced it. Why Nicole specifically? She's here. She's comfortable with us. Don't you think she's attractive? The way he said it made my skin crawl. Like he'd thought about this a lot. Like maybe he'd already talked to her about it. Let me think about it. He kissed my forehead, but I felt his hand shaking slightly when he touched my face. Don't overthink it. It could be really good for us. For us, or for him. The next morning, Jason wouldn't stop bringing it up, over coffee, while I was getting dressed for work. So, have you thought about it? Should we ask Nicole tonight? I told him I needed more time, but he kept pushing. That afternoon, I came home early from work with a migraine. Jason's car was in the driveway. I walked in and the apartment was silent. Then I heard it. Sounds coming from my bedroom. Not talking. Movement. Breathing. I stood frozen in the hallway. My bedroom door was cracked open just enough that I could see the edge of my bed. Jason's shirt on the floor. Nicole's shoes. I backed out slowly, trying not to make any noise. Got back in my car and drove around for 2 hours with my hands shaking so hard I could barely hold the steering wheel. When I finally came back, Jason was on the couch watching TV like nothing had happened. Nicole's door was closed. Hey babe, you're home late. Yeah, long day. I watched his face. Completely normal. No guilt, no panic. So, did you think more about the three-way? I looked at him sitting there asking me for permission to do something he'd already been doing. Actually, yes. Let's do it. Let's ask Nicole. His entire face changed. Pure excitement. Really? When? This weekend. But I want to make sure everyone's on the same page first. No secrets. Something flickered across his face, just for a second. Fear. Then he smiled. Of course, no secrets. Friday night, I told them both we needed to talk before the three-way happened. We sat in the living room and Jason kept bouncing his leg like he couldn't sit still. Nicole looked like she might throw up. Before we do this, I want to show you both something. I pulled out my laptop and turned it around. Security camera footage from my bedroom. Time-stamped from 3 days ago when I'd come home with a migraine. Jason and Nicole on my bed, doing the deed, in my bed, while I was supposed to be at work. The color drained from both their faces. After I saw you that day, I installed cameras. Wanted to see if it was a one-time thing or if I was going crazy. I clicked to the next video. Turns out it wasn't one time. Wednesday afternoon, Friday morning, every time I'd been at work. Every time Jason had told me he was working from home. 3 months, Nicole whispered without me asking. We've been doing the deed for 3 months. I felt like someone had punched me in the chest. 3 months of lying. Of Jason coming home and kissing me with the same mouth. Of Nicole sitting across from me at dinner pretending to be my friend. The three-way wasn't your idea to spice things up, I said to Jason. It was your way of covering up what you'd already been doing. If I said yes, you could keep doing the deed with her without hiding it. If I said no, you'd just keep sneaking around. Either way, you got what you wanted without ever being honest. Jason's face went red. It just happened. We didn't plan it. And then I thought if we could all be together, it wouldn't be cheating anymore. You thought you could trick me into forgiving you before I even knew there was something to forgive. I looked at Nicole, who was staring at the floor. And you, in my bed, in my home, while I trusted you. I closed the laptop and stood up. You both have until tomorrow night to pack your things and get out. They both moved out that weekend and broke up 2 months later. Guess the relationship wasn't as exciting when they had to actually face what they'd done instead of sneaking around behind my back.